In this video, I will be explaining the difference between controlled component and uncontrolled component in React. So basically, the components that are controlled means there is one source of truth to control those components. Like if you are managing state in React, so to manage a state, we are having use state, and that use state will only be used at the places where that state data is being used, or we are not like using some other things, or we are not directly manipulating the DOM to get that value. So here the point is that React manages everything. React manages every data of that like React manages the data of that component, and it is like from the React only the data is been given to the whole component or the parts where it's rendering. But in terms of uncontrolled components, uncontrolled component mean when the component is directly accessing the DOM. That like in React, basically React is like there are two three like React is not directly manipulating the DOM. There is something called virtual DOM. Then the virtual DOM is changing the real DOM. But in uncontrolled component, what happens is that the code is directly accessing the DOM, and it is not like using the normal code flow. Like firstly the changes should be made to the virtual DOM, then the virtual DOM to the original DOM. This is they are not following the sequence. So what happens in uncontrolled components are they are not using the React, and they are like in some cases not using the React, like virtual DOM is very helpful. Like sometimes components should be uncontrolled, but in terms of forms and in terms of validation purposes, we should maintain one single source of truth, and hence we are like mostly using that states only, and like we are making our components controlled where we are using forms and so on. So this is basically what a control component is and what an uncontrolled component